ending of it is based on how students' registration goes in the semester. It may be extended, but as it stands now, these are your timelines for your TMA. With that, whenever you come and register, even when you come after the closing of TMA1, you will have your access to TMA1 to take your TMA. If you register, let's say you register for a course late, so you don't need to panic with regards to that. Whenever you come to register, we assure you that you will have access to start your TMA right from TMA 1, go through TMA 2 and TMA 3. Okay, this is brief about TMA. So the next overview we would like to cover for our students is examinations. We have two categories of examinations. We can say we have the physical examinations, which you are doing it at the study centers. Maybe it is POP exam, which will be pen on paper for 300 level and above students with postgraduate students, while e-examination is done by 100 and 200 level students. And all JSTs also are e-examination pattern. So e-examination, you're going to the study center and you sit on a computer. You'll be provided with a terminal where you can sit and write the examination. So we'll take you briefly through how our platform for the e-examination is. And then the second one is the virtual examination. Virtual examination is basically for students that are outside the country. It's not for students that are within Nigeria. We have a lot of students outside Nigeria. They don't have access to travel to their study centers to sit for the examination. So in that case, they have option of opting into virtual examinations. Some of you may know that previously virtual examinations is free. You just need to apply. We will open a portal for application. After screening, then you will be. From this semester, the management have approved that virtual examination also you will have to do registration on the student portal. So once you do your course and exam registration on the student portal, you will see an option. If you wish to opt in for virtual examination, then you can click on that. However, that comes with a fee of 5,000 naira per course of virtual examination registration. So the basic structure of the exam application platform looks like this one. It is a website for you in the study centers. We believe all of you have your matriculation numbers, and your matriculation number is always your login details for your e-examinations. You provide your matriculation number, NOU in lowercase, with the numbers following it, put it correctly without space, and then you repeat same as the password, and then you hit on login. Once you click on login, if you have examination scheduled for that day, your exam will pop up, just like this one that's showing my screen right now. You can see use of English. If you do not have any exam for that session, you will not see any course, then you will need to draw the attention of the IT staff at the study center to help you out. Maybe you missed the timetable somehow. So when you see your course and when it is time for you to start exam, and mind you, you can only start the exam only when it is time for you. If the exam is scheduled to start at 8:30 a.m., you cannot start before that. Even when you get to enter to the examination hall, you cannot start until when it is time for you to start. So once you click, you can click on the course code and the course title that is right in your screen to go into the examination. Once you click that, your passport photograph will show right on top of your screen, and then you will see the instruction for that particular course. It attempts each exam once in a semester, and then you will see the time period when the exam starts and when it closes, and then you will see the time limit. If it is 1 hour exam, mostly 1 hour exams are for 2 credit units, and 1 hour 30 minutes exam are for 3 credit unit courses. And for 1 hour 30 minutes exams, you will have 100 questions to answer, while for 1 hour exam, you will have 70 questions to answer. But all of them are over 70. All your examinations are over 70. So you can click on Start Exams. Once you click on Start Exam, your examination questions will show like this, and then your timer will start counting down by the left side of your screen. As your timer is counting down, it is important that you take you make use of your time judiciously so that you will not waste much time on. The implication is that when you run out of time, the system automatically submits your attempt. Whatever that you've answered so far, it will be saved and automatically submitted if you run out of time. But if you still have time and you decide to submit it yourself, that's fine. That is what we always recommend. Use your time wisely and submit your examination yourself. But that doesn't mean that if you run out of time, your examination will not be submitted. No, it will be submitted automatically. And we can see from this screen the field in the blank question, whereby you'll be asked a question and then you will need to provide an answer. And then the second part is the multiple choice, where you can see the question and some options under it. Then you will choose one as the correct option. The one you feel like the correct answer, you select it. So in the case of fill in the blank questions, which is also a short answer, you are providing a short answer, please be mindful that it is not case sensitive. Some students are having that notion that it is case sensitive. If you put capital letter instead of small letter, you will fail. No, we've programmed the system to accept both cases, if it is uppercase or lowercase. So far you put your answer correctly. You need to put the answer correctly. That's the key word. If you put the answer correctly and spelling is correct, then you will get your mark for that question. But it's not case. Out of the 70 or 100 questions that is going to be presented to you, by the right hand side, you can see small boxes right there. Those are the questions that you are answering. The questions that you've provided answers for so far will be shaded half gray, while the ones that you did not provide any answers will be blank, white, blank box, tiny boxes. So that is how you can also track how far you've gone with your examinations. You can go to the next page by clicking on next, or go back to the previous page. You can decide to skip some questions and come back to them later. All is your decision. Finish answering your examination questions, or if you feel like you need to submit, you can see finish attempts at the end of question 70 or question 100. Or by the navigation panel on your right, you can see finish attempts down there. You can click on that. Then the number of questions that you've answered and the ones you did not answer will be displayed to you. You can see questions that are answer saved and the ones that not yet answered. You can decide to return to attempt so that you can complete your answering of and finish. In that case, you will no longer have any access to go back to the examination platform. It means you are done with the exams. So you have two options. And all this is based on your timing. If you still have time left. If you don't have time left, as I mentioned earlier, the system will automatically submit your examinations for you. So once you click and submit your examination, for e-exams, you will immediately see your score. All e-examination scores are over 70. Then you will see what you scored over 70. Then you are done for that exam. You can kindly click on the top side of your screen and click is navigation free. You do not need to panic. All of us are using mobile phones. It is just like mobile phone. It's just that this one is a form of computer. So there is no cause for alarm. If you compose yourself and prepare for the examination, make sure you read your course materials very well. You won't have any issues. So this is with regards to exam. You can see you can click on your name and then click on logout, and then you are done for the examination. So the next aspect of this presentation is the support system, which is also a very key, can have support for their studies. As you can see on the screen, it is an online help desk and support system for the university that allows students, staff, and stakeholders to submit and track services, requests, inquiries, or complaints. So it works like a digital ticketing system. Instead of sending email or making phone calls, you can easily log into the platform, create a ticket, and then you can submit that ticket. You can also come back and check the response to that your ticket. You can make inquiry, you can make a request, or you can make a complaint on the e-ticket support platform. The e-ticket platform is support. The login to the platform is very easy. Once you place this URL on your browser, you click on enter. It will open the landing page of that platform. Once you click on login, as registered student, it is only registered students that have access to this platform. If you are not yet a registered student of Noun, even though you have admission, you may not have access to the platform until when you are a registered student of Noun. So you click on login. You will need to provide a username and a password for you to have access to the platform. And your username is always your matric number. You can put it in uppercase or lowercase. This one will accept both. And then for the first time, login into the platform for the first time, your temporary ULT in lowercase, that is your default password. As you click on that, when you log in, it will prompt you to change your password. So you put in the default as the current password, then you set a new password, confirm the new password, and click on confirm. Then you can log in. On this same platform, you have access to check your academic status, to track how far you've gone with your status, all your semester results. You can check them here on the support platform, and then you can also see the minimum credit required for the course you are doing, your program, your total credit carried, your total credit, and all these ones you will see when you click on result statement link on the platform. So this ticketing support system comprises of about 11 categories. Out of these 11 categories, we also have 59 subcategories, and then we have about 22 agents attending to these 59 subcategories and 11 categories, and then we have 9 supervisors that are overseeing these 22 agents. So all these are in place for our students to have seamless activities in the university. So please take use of this platform and make sure that you get the best out of it. So when you hit the URL support.nou.edu.ng, this is the landing page that you'll see. So even before you log into the platform, if you are a registered student, you can provide your matric number and your phone number, and about email, you can say Noun email. That is the category. Then the subcategory, it will depend on what are you talking about Noun email. Is it that you are complaining about Noun email, or you are requesting for something about Noun email? Is it password reset, or that you cannot log in or something like that? That's the subcategory. Then you have a place where you can put a brief message of what you want, and then you have access to also attach a picture, an image, or a PDF file. Then you can send a complaint. This one can be done even before you log in. For all active students have this access. And also you can track your existing tickets, the tickets that you've raised before. If you want to track them even before you log in, you can track them by clicking on My Tickets on the platform. Then you provide your matriculation number and your phone number, and then you send. Once you send, a page will open where you can see all your previously raised tickets, and then you can have access to them. We have 3 categories of ticket status: the open tickets, the closed tickets, the escalated tickets. We have 4 categories, and then we have reopened tickets as well. We'll explain that in a bit. So for you to log into the platform, you need to click on login. Once you click on login, this login box will be shown to you. Then you provide your matriculation. Then this reset password page will show. So the current password will be the default that you use for the first time. Then you can set a new password here. Then confirm the new password and then click on submit. Once you click on submit, then it will bring back the login. And then you can use the new password.
We can't hear you again, Lamba.
Yes, I think Mr. Lamba has. Okay, let's see as he tries to join again. Yes, he was trying to wrap up his presentations before the network came out. Okay, so we'll expect him to join and wrap up in another 1-2 minutes. As we are taking, we still have 3 sessions to go. So let's check program. Okay, program, we should have registration. Yes, I've not seen the director of MIS here, but let's wait if he joins us. One good thing is that for all participants, immediately, maybe before the end of today, I'm going to send the recording of this session to all, and I will send all other resources, the videos, and some other things that you need, as well as all the presentations. So you are not missing out in anything. So let's have. Let me see whether Mr. Lamba has joined again. Okay, Mr. Lamba.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I guess my network just disconnected.
Yes. Just wrap up in 1 minute. Just wrap up in 1 minute.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. So, as I was explaining, I believe we are on ticketing when my network went.
Yes.
Off, right?
How they changed the password, and that's where you went up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so once you are able to.
You've not shared your screen.
With the default password, it will prompt you for you to. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me share the screen. Okay. Now, is my screen visible now, sir?
Yes, you are. Fine.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. So once you are able to log in with the default password to the e-ticketing platform, then it will prompt you for you to change the password. You can see here, you repeat that default as your current password, then select a new password, confirm the new password, and click on submit. Once you do that, you will be able to log in with your new password. Once you log in, if you have any raised tickets earlier, you will see them displayed on your dashboard under the home. If you do not have, then you will see blank here. Then you have access to also view your academic status by clicking on result statement on top there. That is result statement here. Once you click on result statement, you will see your previous examination results with your minimum credit required for the program, your TCC, TCE, CGPA, and your outstanding courses. There are 4 status of tickets. The first one is the open ticket, escalated ticket, closed ticket, and the reopened ticket. So open tickets are the tickets that are unresolved, those ones that you just raised, or they are waiting for an agent to resolve the ticket for you. While escalated tickets are the ones that are escalated to a supervisor, to department, faculty, program, or study center for them to resolve. Then closed tickets are those ones that are resolved and closed, while reopened tickets are previously resolved tickets that the students reopen them for one reason or the other. And they have color codes. We have this orange color for escalated. We have this light blue for reopen. We have green for closed, while we have red for open ticket. So I think that is this is what we can have so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that comprehensive presentation, a wide range of issues. And I want to believe that if they still have issues logging in, they will need to contact your directorate to reset password and do some other things. So we're going to, Mr. Lamba, what email are you giving out to students to contact in case they still have issues? I think probably you put that email in your presentation and send to me. I'm sharing everything with them.
All right, I will get that.
The support they can still contact if they still have any issue. All right, thank you so much, colleagues. Let's go to GST matters now, and we have the Directorate of Entrepreneurship and General Studies here, Dr. Samuel Awolumate. So he will walk us through issues relating to GST matters and everything you need to know. Director, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you so very much, sir. Good morning, Dr. Bello. You're doing a very great job. And a very good morning to DVC. Good morning, sir. Thank you for all that you do to chart the academic framework and implementation in National Open University. I appreciate you, sir. I'll be talking about GST online facilitation, the timetable, the frequently asked questions, and the schedule for GST 302. I'll be laying emphasis on that. A lot has been said about how you log in and do your TMA. So we have 13 GST courses, GST 101 to the PhD courses, PhD GST course, which is LOU 809. And then we have the course title, all listed here. Then we have the facilitators. These are the facilitators of all the GST. And the dates, like it's been said, everything is online. The dates for the facilitation is well spelled out here. The director has told you that he'll be sharing this PowerPoint with you. And the timing is very important. Pay attention to the timing. Most of the facilitation time for GST courses is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's constant, except for GST NOU 107, which is a study guide for distant learner, which is on Saturday, 6 p.m. to 7. Then GST 302, which is 7 a.m. To 8 a.m. in the morning as well. That's on Saturday. The other one is, both of them on Saturday. Anyway, so after this, I will look into the frequently asked questions. We over the years, these are the questions that most students will ask. And if you have any other question, I will be here to answer them.
Director, sir, kindly put your slide in slideshow.
All right. All right. Okay, thank you so much. So, like I said, these are frequently asked questions, and these are the various GST courses that we have and we want you to know that all of them are fast.
Sorry, you are muted now, sir. You are muted.
All right. Apologies
all right,
for
yes,
that.
We can hear you now.
So all GST, all general courses are facilitated. It's good to know that. If the few of them that were not before, based on the requirements of DLCMS, we are working on it to make sure that all of them are facilitated. Now, you cannot take GST 101, GST 302 at the same time. You either take one of them. So what that means is those who are in the Faculty of Arts, Social Science, and Foundation in Education, you are expected history and philosophy of science, in addition to all of that GST courses, right? And those who are in science program, including science education, you are expected to register GST 203, Introduction to Philosophy and Logic, in addition to other GST courses. For all GST courses, examination is been said here that they are all e-exam, except for GST 302, that you will find that the examination is, even though it's e-exam, it is 40%. Because this particular GST 302, as I will explain further, is 60% practical, where you will do many things, as I will explain later. So all direct entry students, hear this very carefully, must take NOU 107, okay? And in addition to the 200 level courses. When you come in 200 level, 300 level, you are expected to take this particular course. For distant learner, you have to, that course is compulsory. But once you are taking it, if you come in, you are taking this particular course, when you're post you need to take it again. But if you have not taken this and PhD, right? Like I said, the GS3 is very important to us. As it will lead to our business. University is one of the most important, no matter what discipline you are. It's expected that you're able to.
Recording in progress.
Is online assessment, and the course material is what you should focus on to get this 40%. So your business plan must be uploaded. Without which you are going to lose 30%, meaning that I will explain that further later. So all facilitation of this particular course is 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Attendance is very important for you to have perfect understanding of what is expected of you, subsequently. Like I said, 7, they will expect to see you. I will be sensitizing you and give you the details of what I will explain. Yeah, important. And once that is identified, then you give us a draft. 100 words, a draft of your problem statements, which means you are looking at the challenges, you propose a solution, and you give it a business name. Once that is done, we are going to provide you this link. Okay, this is a Google form where you will send this problem that you have identified. Okay, you send it to this link, and of course, like we say, it's mandatory. Once you send it here, we have coordinators in the 7 geopolitical zones in our incubation center that will take a close look at what you submit and approve it for you to start to write your business plan. This is an example of the business statement. When you come for our facilitation, sensitization, we give you details. So it must be, the problem must be specific, okay, and it must solve a problem, and it must be unique. Okay, then once that is done, okay, we don't want to see where you just say my business idea is gari, tailoring, soap. No, it must be creative.
Oh, hello, Director. It seems is yes.
President 2G.
Okay, let's. Okay, Director, we lost you at a point, but you are back now, so you can wrap up your session. Yes.
Where am I? Just 1 minute. So
probably you can put off your video if your network is not that strong. You can put off your video. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. So this is where I am. Okay. So once it's approved, we will plan. So we're starting right away. Today we are doing sensitization, as you can see, and we will continue to do all of this. Everything I've said is on this timetable. When you will come, you will have collected your business plan identification number. You will prepare your 8 selection. all of this will be given to you in details. This is just to give you an overview of what the 8 points slide will look like. You're going to, slide 1 contain all of this information. Slide 2, there's problem you are solving, the proposed solution, the vision, mission statement. Slide 3, your innovation, how it's solved, is going to be used in 21st century technology, the feasibility, the SWOT analysis, the key activity of your business plan, the financials, and the impact it's going to make. All of this should be contained in your business plan. So here, information here, we have North Central, Northeast, Northeast 1 and 2, Northwest, Southeast, South, and Southwest. Okay, so your coordinators, according to your study center, will give you details when you come for our sensitization. Which center belong to North Central? These are their contact details. So if you have any issue, you should get in touch with them. The phone number, the email are well spelled out here. So we have many other activities that we do at the general studies. This we have told you about the GST courses. We do certificate courses as well. We'll be doing graduation September 3rd for about 100 participants who just graduated. The 7 incubation center. We have if you have innovative idea and you now have a product, we can actually put it on our innovative shop for you to interact with the world. So we do exhibition and many of these activities. So thank you very much for listening. If you have any question, we'll be here to take your question.
Thank you so much, Director of DNGS, Dr. Samuel Awolumate, for that insight. And as he mentioned, we have these presentations with all students latest by Monday morning. Okay, so we'll go to the next presentation, and it has to do with our emails, university website, and some other services like that. You know that you cannot do anything within the system without active official email. That is your NOUN email. So the director of ICT, Dr. Francis Osang, is represented by Dr. Grace Agenti here. Dr. Grace Agenti is the head of web unit of the university. So, Dr. Agenti, you have the floor. You can go through your presentation in 10 minutes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Professor here present, the HOUs or HODs, and our esteemed students. My name is Dr. Grace Agenti. I'm a Deputy Director with the Directorate of Information and Communications Technology, and I also double as the head of the university web team. So please permit me to share my screen. Okay. All right, I want to know if my screen is being seen by everyone.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I have two simple but yet profound issues to discuss with our students this morning. The first is server, and then also talk about the courseware. A lot has been said by different officers in charge, and everything is geared towards having a seamless experience, by our students, and then making their study very interactive and engaging. Okay, so I wouldn't want to dwell much on some of these domains that have already been mentioned by some of my colleagues. We talked about the primary domain or the main domain of the university website is nou.edu.ng. Please be very careful with other fictitious websites outside there. Please be very, very careful. Make sure whatever information you get is from nou.edu.ng, and this other email website that are displayed on the screen for you, The staff from the DA talked about the support. That's your e-ticketing, where you try to your and not that is being handled by that. If it is something they can handle almost immediately, it is handled. If not, it is escalated to the officer in charge. They will also know about the student portal, the TMA and the facilitation, and then the examination related matters. Okay, so like I told us, my focus is on the now emailing system. The moment you sign up as a student of the National Open University of Nigeria, almost immediately an email address is generated for you bearing your student matric number. This is unique to every student. So there is no how you see a particular two students having the same matric number, and as such, they cannot have the same email address. Now, it is very important for us to know that the emailing system has been reported to be beneficial tool in education. It's not just the National Open University of Nigeria, all other institutions across the globe. And essentially, it is important for information dissemination. And there are times either your HOD, or the university management, or the VC, or any member of staff who want to send a message to you. We would send to your personal email, rather we send it to your official email. Hence, the importance of your email address as a student of Noun. So it is essentially for information dissemination. Now, we also initiate registration processes by receiving tokens from your portal. I know a couple of us here must have done our registration. So you receive the token from your portal straight to your email, and this helps to authenticate you and to be sure that you're actually the person you claim to be. And then for the RRR, payment receipts are also sent to your student's email address. More importantly, to access educational libraries, databases, and repositories, receipts are also generated or paid, to your email, are sent to your email address. Now, most times, to access online courses, it is also essential. Some of those platforms request for your student's email address. Most times, if you send your personal email address, it is not being honored. And you also get some rebates when you use your email address, because that is what authenticates you as a student or as a bona fide student of that institution. Now, also, it also authenticates your message, because most times when you send a message with any other email address apart from your student's email, we at the receiving end, they will just tell us to be careful with this message. But if you send your message through, or your complaints or whatever your inquiries or issues are with your official email address, rest assured that the system will not sit as a spam. Okay, and so certainly activating email accounts for students at the National Open University of Nigeria is essential for seamless communication and resource access, like I mentioned earlier. And so we have generic or the default email settings for all our email addresses and the password. Now, if we create email address for you, it has to come with your NOU, whatever your matric number is at noun.edu.ng. Okay? And then we also have a default password, which is all in capital letters. But you need to understand the fact that your email address is not case sensitive. So whether you use capital NOU or small case NOU, it's immaterial. It's going to log you in as long as you're sure of your password. Okay, so we also discourage students, so to say, don't. If you go to cyber cafes, because we have cases like that, where students will meet somebody else to help them to either take their TMA and all that shouldn't even be heard of, and someone to access. At some point, I personally have handled cases where the cyber cafe guy held the password to that student. So we wouldn't want to be resolving such issues. So please take charge of your email address and your password. Whatever that happens, we don't want somebody coming to tell us we don't know what happened. No, you are in charge. Just the way you are in charge of your studies, you're also in charge of every other thing. Now, a lot of persons who also had reached out to say they will go to the university website and they want to log in as, they want to check or view their emails. No, you go to your gmail.com on any of your browsers, be it Chrome browser, Mozilla Firefox, Explorer, whichever. You just type gmail.com and then a space will be provided for you. Just type in your email address and then your password. Okay? So you'll be prompted immediately, because that is how we configured it. You'll be prompted immediately to change your password. So the default password is the matric number in upper cases, but you need to change your password for you to continue using the service of our email address. And also, it is very important that when you use this email address, please use it strictly for academic purposes. We've also, from the back end, we see some students saving terrible photos, terrible things, using the email address in something that is not questionable files and folders. Please, we're using this medium to beg every one of us. If anything like that is sent, we won't take permission from you. We won't seek your consent. We'll just delete your email address, please. We will not seek, because we have cases of that. In fact, at some time we'll start calling them, take this down. But henceforth, we won't call anybody else. We'll see you using our email address system for something, for questionable things and not what you should. We're going to delete. Please. And so there are times you also forget your password. Yeah, it happens. Now provides a seamless way to reset it. And the first thing is not for you to run down to the study center to reset your password. No. And that is why each time your email address is being created for you, we get your number. So that registered phone number is what you should use as your reset item, so to say. Because if you try to initiate password reset, a code will be sent to that registered number. And that is why a lot of people will also use somebody else's number and cyber cafe and all that to register. When you have issues like this, you just be lost. So we encourage you to get your active number. If you had changed your number at any point in time, please still get back to your ICT officers for updates. So they will remove your old email password, your phone number, and then add yours to it. Please, I hope I'm making sense. Yes, I am. And then an OTP, one-time password, will be sent to your phone number, and that phone number, that six-digit code, you will now use to change your password. So there is even no need running down to the study center. But if there's any need for you to visit any of your study center, yes, they are there to also assist you. Like I said earlier, remember that your Now Student email is an important tool for staying connected with the university community, receiving official announcements, and then accessing resources at Now platforms. Now, because of time, I want to just quickly go into the course material aspect. Now, we have talked a lot about GST courses. Our course material, some of us now may have the hard copies, but just to make it a seamless process for you, we also have these course materials on the university website. Maybe after now, I will do a little demo on how you access your course material. First, you visit our website, nou.edu.ng. That is the bona fide site for course materials, for information dissemination. Please go there to visit our site. And then we also made it easier, unlike before. What we had before is we have a repository where you have all our course materials all in one place. So we noticed that students were having issues getting their particular course materials, especially if they are not sure of the course group. So we have made it in such a way that for each faculty, as long as you know your faculty, for instance, if you go to the Faculty of Computing or Faculty of Management Sciences, any of the faculties, you click on that faculty and then you scroll down. This is exactly what you're going to see. You will search for a particular course. Look at the courses are all here. So the moment you put in your course code, it brings out the course for you, and then you click on it, and it is downloaded to your device. Again, because if you try to check the email address page, you find my email address there, gagency@noun.edu.ng. So on a daily basis, I get messages from students asking for GST courses. Like the director for the one that had just spoken before me, Dr. Awolo Mate, he talked about GST courses, and that we have 15 GST courses. Please, on that same platform, we have the e-courseware DE and General Studies. That is where you get all our GST courses. But all other courses are found in the folder for your specific faculty. But for GST courses, GST 101, GST 103, GST 104, GST 809, and all that, they are all found under the e-courseware DE and General Studies. So all you have to do is just to download it and have it on your system. Yeah, so I think that is it from me, from my end.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I don't know if I'm permitted to just go through how to download our course materials. I've explained that earlier.
I think they will follow your slides. They will follow through your slides, and we're going to share the slides with them. Thank you, Dr. Igenti, for that wonderful presentation. That was quite insightful. So the last presentation will come from the Director of Counseling Services and Career Development. We have Dr. Sefinat Oumuya here. Director, you have 10 minutes. Please, you have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lukman, the Director of LCMS. Thank you for the good job you are doing. I hope you can hear me, sir.
Yes, very well, Prof.
All right, and I hope I can begin to share my slides too.
Yes, you can go ahead, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for the good job you are doing. And I also want to thank the DVC academics for your support, for your interest in what we do. Thank you very much, sir. And my other colleagues, I want to say good morning and thank you, and our very good students too. This morning, I am Dr. Sefinat Oumuya, and the Director, Counseling and Career Development. Before now, we operated under the Directorate of Learner Support Services. But because of the importance of this particular work that we do, the importance of counseling, we now have a directorate. And this is just for us to do our job better than what it used to be. So, what do we really think about? Our motive, our purpose is to make sure that we empower you for success in open and distance learning environment. I want to just quickly take you to what we are committed to doing in the directorate. We want to support your academic journey all through. And when we talk about your academic journey, we'll be looking at providing academic guidance. We are also interested in career development services and your personal and psychological support. Why we are coming up in this particular presentation is to let you know that in online research has shown that studying online has its attendant challenges. And because of this, the management of the university thought it very well, and that is why the role of the directorate is very important in providing support for your mental health, because research has shown that when you study online, there's a way that the number of hours you spent online studying has a way of affecting your mental health and your total well-being. So the directorate is there to help you build skills for online success. We also provide career coaching and readiness programs. We offer personal and group counseling services. We offer that at our various study centers. But before I go further, I quickly want to digress a little bit here. Before now, we use the social, most of our services are deployed from the study center. But with the current trend in technology, we've been using the social media. But the management too, and we have thought about it and we're already working on it. I thought by now we should be deploying counseling online. But the software development unit just told us we have done all the work, but it's for us to make it live. But we are made to understand that in the next few weeks, we'll be able to deploy that. And I want to say it here that when that is deployed, we will also call a meeting like this so that we can take you through how it will work. Having said this, I want to encourage that when the time comes, please let us come in our numbers. In fact, with what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing about 2,000 students online. That I feel, considering the total number of active students that we have, I believe we should have more number joining this particular meeting. Now, having said this, I want to talk about what are the key services that we offer as a directorate within the university system. You will discover that at the various study centers during orientation, counselors often take it up and we tell you the services we provide. We provide both individual and we provide both individual and group counseling at the study center. Our area of interest, is looking at time management and study skills training. Time management, because we believe that most of our students are working class, and even the younger ones too, some of them still engage in one thing or the other. And because you are not within the conventional setup, if you don't manage your time very well and the way you study, definitely the end product, that is doing well in your studies, may be affected. And as much as possible, I knew that when we started, the director LCMS told us that our interest is to, as much as possible, reduce attrition within the system. And if you don't plan very well, there is that tendency that one may drop out of the course. So the work of the counselor now is to help you in time management and provide ways in which you can study. In the process of studying, there could be certain things that needs to be attended to. That is in the area of conflict resolution and mediation. If you have such issues, the counselors are there at the various study centers. But just like I mentioned earlier on, by the time we deploy counseling online, even in the comfort of your home, in your office, you can engage with us. And these are some of the things we'll be looking at. We also talk about employability skills. In fact, it is the in thing now all over the place. Why? Because you have graduates that are not employable. So we want to, the counseling unit is looking at this, and as soon as we go online, And in some of the activities that will be coming up soon, these are things we'll be looking at, employability skills, so that after studying here, you will be able to, you'll be found employable. Then we'll talk about job search and internship guidance. We also look at your person, your psychology, your emotions, your mental health. These are all areas that we look at from the unit. And the counselors are there. There may be, when you engage with your facilitation, what is being done when you engage in that, and there are issues. Possibly when you engage with your tutors or your lecturers, and there are issues that you think maybe you may not be able to come out to say it to your lecturer. Feel free to relate this to the counselors. Counselors they know how to go about it, and you can be sure there can be issues of possibly you are not engaging well, or you don't seem to understand what is being taught or what is being explained. The counselors are there. Report to them, talk to them, and they will be able to guide you on what you can do to really succeed within our kind of environment. Having said this, I was given 10 minutes. I don't know whether I've used up my time. Having said this,
you have.
Okay.
Conclude now.
All right. Once again, I just want to say very soon we'll definitely be calling a meeting like this to provide the kind of orientation for the way you can use online virtual counseling. And I want to believe soon, very soon, in the next few weeks, we will definitely call you to that. And please, when we do that, encourage other students to join meetings like this. There are lots of things you can gain by being part of innovations like this. Thank you very much for listening. If there are other things you can ask, and we will be here to answer your questions.
Yes, we are still going to have question and answer session for like 10 minutes. Thank you so much, Director of Counseling and Career Development. We will now wrap up the session now. We don't even have time any longer. We're supposed to close the meeting by 12. This is 7 minutes after 12. So for like 5 minutes, let's take one or two questions again. Let me see. I will just promote some of you to still ask questions. We know we cannot take everything now, but you still have different channels of reaching out to us. You can send us email at scms@noun.edu.ng. I know a good number of you even have my email, so we'll still continue to respond to your requests. I'm promoting some of you. Just check your device and accept the promotion to the panelists. We'll just take one round of questions, maybe 4 or 5. Then we'll call it a day. Thank you. Okay, some of you are accepting already. Just check your device. You accept the promotion, then we'll give you the opportunity to. We have how many? 1, 2. Okay, let's still take. Yes, I'm just looking at random. It could have been nice if I can identify. If I could identify the students with special needs, but it's difficult to identify any student with special needs here. I've been trying to see whether you put something like visually impaired person or hearing impaired or something like that, but I couldn't see, and it's difficult for me to identify. But just relate with the interpreter as we go through. At least you can get one or two things. Yes, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. It's okay. Linda, you have the floor now.
Yes, hello, good day, everyone. So I'll just go straight to what I
Please
have.
do.
One question and one contribution. So regarding TMAs, right, there are situations where you might likely see an error in a question. We know that 1 mark is important to every student. So in situations where there is an error with a question in the TMA, how do we report this error? And question number 2 is a suggestion. So regarding active participation in the discussion forum, I'd like to suggest that for students that are registered in a particular course, it will be very interesting for the lecturer to group those students to have like a group discussion, and just for the purpose of active participation, students can be grouped in 20s, 50s, and then we're given a question to address, and our contributions, we have our names, and we submit it as a group discussion. That way, the active participation in the group. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Linda. So let's have Emmanuel Ali. Emmanuel Ali, you have the floor. Just 1 minute.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, please go on.
Hello, students. My name is Emmanuel Ali. I'm from Lagos Study Center, Victoria Island. And my question is based on online facilitation. Because last semester, most of us are in the discussion forum, rather. Most of this discussion forum, there's actually nothing to reply to, like discussion questions and all that from TMA 1, some of them to TMA 2. So most of us have to like actually ask a question and then reply to our so that we can pass the next discussion forum.
Yeah.
We want to know if what we are doing is right, because actually what some of the facilitators are supposed to actually provide those questions for us to answer, but it's not happening. We waited, there's nothing.
All right,
Don't
fine.
we're doing the right thing by asking
Thank you.
questions them by them. Okay.
All right, thank you. Then the last question that we're going to take will come from Enebe Israel. Enebe Israel, can you go on with your question now?
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Please, my question is, I am a direct entry student of business education. I registered for 10 courses that is to my 200 level. I have to drop some compulsory questions, some compulsory courses of about 6 in my 200 level. Now in my 300 level, I have 11 courses compulsory, and I can't register more than 10. I can't register more than the 10, and I still have 5 courses left, so making 6. When am I going to do the remaining 6 courses? And I don't want to have extra semester, extra year. I don't know how I can do all this.
All right.
If you can.
Yes, let me just start from the the director of MIS is not here, but I know that you have the required number of units that you should take, and you have the number of courses in a particular level, compulsory, elective. Okay. Now the onus lies on you to pick all your compulsory courses for that level. If you discover that you will not meet up with the number required for the unit at the end of the day, you pick elective courses. Now I'm surprised that you say you dropped your compulsory courses. When you drop your compulsory courses, when you have this kind of overlap, what it means is that you did not do the required number of courses that you needed to do when you entered as direct entry students. As a direct entry student, someone asks on the chat and I've replied, you don't need to do all 100 level courses. It's not done anywhere. When you're a direct entry student, for instance, the director of G and GS just told you now, if you're a direct entry course, if you're a direct entry student, you need to do NOU 107. That's one. Even though it's 100 level course, you need to do it, even if you enter as 200 or 300 level. But all your compulsory courses for that particular level, you have to do it. then you need to now take some elective courses to ensure that you have the number of units that you are supposed to register. Now, in your case now, you have left some compulsory courses undone. What it means is that you now need to spread those compulsory courses within the remaining years that you need to spend with us at NOU. And so if you are in 300 level course, if you are 300 level, you spread the number of courses. And you know that there's a limit to the number of courses you also need to do at a particular level. Okay? So that is how you go about it. Look at all those compulsory courses and make sure you do all your compulsory courses. If you have not reached the limits or you've not done the number of units required of you, then you cannot pick elective. All right. Linda, error in the TMA. If you have any error related to the TMA, just send your request to dea@noun.edu.ng. DEA, Mr. Namba will include the support channels in the slide that I'm going to share with all the participants now. So you can send to the DEA, they will address that. The group discussion is very nice. We will still get to that with all these pilot courses we are doing, especially for the largely subscribed courses. You can see that you've already been put in groups in geopolitical zones, okay? But you agree with me that some courses have more than 20,000 participants there. So creating groups could be cumbersome sometimes. But we are looking into all those possibilities to ensure that you don't just come there to just post irrelevant stuff on the discussion forum. Now, Ali mentioned that no post on the discussion forum. Yes, we discovered that one of the challenges that made students to post relevant stuff on the course page was one of the challenges was that when they got, as at last semester, when they got to the course page, a good number of them would not see any post by the facilitator there. So they will see the default post that DSCMS has embedded on the course page, talking to the facilitator to put their discussion forum post there. But because the facilitators, some of them did not do what they were supposed to do as at last semester, when students got to the course page, they will see the default password, the default message, impute your discussion forum post here. Meanwhile, we put it there for facilitators, telling the facilitators to input there before you have access. So when many students got there and they didn't get any discussion forum, they just initiated something just to open their TLO. I can assure you, this semester, you will not see that kind of situation. And if you are going to see that kind of situation, it will be at the barest minimum. You know why? We have ensured that before next week, Monday, all the courses, the course pages are set up. I've been working, the SCMS has been working with the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic to ensure that all facilitators set up their course pages. Setting up means that you put all your discussion forum posts there. Although when you get there, even today when you log into your courses, you will not see any discussion forum. By Monday, you might not even see. By the following week, which will be week 1 of active facilitation, you begin to see, because we've instructed the facilitators to ensure they enable the discussion forum every week. That will streamline the progress that you are going to make within the platform this time around. So I can assure you that we are working towards reducing that to the barest minimum to ensure that all facilitators put their discussion forum posts there before you get there, before you even have access at all. Thank you so much. We have kept our Deputy Vice Chancellor for more than close to 2.5 hours now, and all our esteemed students and the directors. The DSC appreciates our commitment to ensure that we create enabling learning environment for our learners. We are here to support you, and whatever requests you need or you want to make should be passed through the channels that we are going to after this meeting. All the presentations that we have made today I will zip everything and send to your email. But I might not send today because we are still having, we had issues with registration, and that is one of the reasons why we have this low turnout. Because I can remember last semester we had close to 5,000 students online, but a good number of you are still struggling to register. And so we understand that I will not send the resources or this presentation. Maybe I'll wait till next week when we have more student group email, so that I will send to the group email. Maybe by Monday or Tuesday, I will send everything. You will see all the support systems. Whatever issue you have regarding online facilitation, please just send to ms@noun.edu.ng. So the last thing we're going to do is to observe the NOUN anthem as we wrap up the session. Yes, NOUN anthem.